One of the most sickening things that I could think of is when someone tells supposedly their friend about an incident that happened to them, but then that person goes and uses it to their own advantage, twisting it to fit their own narrative and to say it happened to them. Well, that's just absolutely disgusting. And what we're going to take a look at is that exact scenario today with Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, and Amber Heard's personal assistant, or her ex-PA. And this comes from Bounding in the Comics. This was released yesterday, so it would have been put up on Thursday in the courts. Amber Heard's former personal assistant alleges Aquaman star stole her story and twisted it into her own story to benefit herself. As Johnny Depp's libel trial against UK-based tabloid The Sun continues to unfold, a witness statement recently submitted by ex-wife Amber Heard's former personal assistant details how the Aquaman actress had stolen the assistant's conversation and twisted it into her own story to benefit herself. Kate James was employed as Heard's personal assistant from March 2012 to February 2015. In her recent statement, submitted directly to the London High Court, James revealed that she had been this at knife point during a trip to Brazil. She further stated that she made the discovery that Heard was using the most harrowing experience of my life as her own narrative, only after receiving documents related to the legal battle against The Sun. James stated, "As I perused the documents, much to my utter shock and dismay, I discovered that Miss Heard had in fact stolen my conversation with her and twisted it into her own story to benefit herself." That is just absolutely disgusting because, well, come on, why would anyone even want to say something like that? That is just ludicrous and absolutely disgusting. This, of course, caused me extreme distress and outrage that she would dare to attempt to use the most harrowing experience of my life as her own narrative. When asked by Sasha Was, the legal representative for The Sun, regarding Depp's lawsuit, why she decided to provide this evidence to the court, James asserted that she was doing so out of concern for the very real survivors of this. James explained, "I'm a survivor and it's very serious to take that stance if you are not one, and I am one. That's the reason I'm here, because I take offence." Which is fantastic, because we have seen so many people now come out and say all these kind of stories, but then they turn out to be false. That is disgusting. Why would anyone want to do that? Attention. That's the only reason the people who use other stories because they haven't got a life and they want to use their own stories and be like, "Oh, well, I'm boring. I know. She got done by knife. Let's go with that." It's not right. To do that, you gotta be something wrong in the head. You literally have. The specific elements of James's story appropriated by Heard were not released to the public. James further added, when questioned by Depp's attorney, David Sherborne, that Amber Heard referred to conversations about me being in Brazil, she twisted it into her own story. She used it for her own use. This alleged sordid act of plagiarism was only one of many new claims put forth by James in her statement that supported Depp's statements that he was not the violent beater as portrayed by Heard in The Sun. And one of the funniest things about that is someone from The Sun has actually taken to the stand yesterday and went, "Oh no, my words, I never said that." But it's in print. It's there. It's inked. It's everywhere. It's in the world. They said Johnny Depp was that. And they're like, "Oh no, my words were misinterpreted." Yeah, no they weren't. Regarding Heard's alcohol consumption, James stated the actress would drink vast quantities of red wine each night, while Depp would only be allowed to drink non-alcoholic beer, which James was regularly tasked with purchasing. James also stated that she never saw any physical between a celebrity couple, despite almost daily visitations to Heard's LA home. Furthermore, though James saw Heard naked or semi-naked during various fashion fittings, James at no time saw any evidence of bruising or swelling. Recalling that Heard only referred to Depp disparagingly, stating that she was dating this old man, James declared that Depp was a softly spoken and peaceful individual, and noted that he was very pleasant and courteous upon meeting me. James also shared a belief that Heard considered herself above the law, recalling 2 specific incidents involving foreign nation immigration policies. We kind of saw that when they went to Australia. In 2014, James described how Heard had attempted to lie to Homeland Security officials regarding the curious amount of travel being undertaken by a woman named Savannah McMillan, who Heard had hired as an assistant, by stating that McMillan's constant travel was not due to work, but because she was a personal friend to Heard. James explained, Savannah, a British citizen, has been held in immigration and questioned about the frequency that she had been coming and going from the USA. In Amber's letter, she called it fraudulent that it was also being alleged that Savannah was working for Amber unlawfully. James continued, Miss Heard said that as Savannah's friend, she could say truthfully and unequivocally that this allegation is entirely false. I would like to go on the record saying that Savannah McMillan is a personal friend and to my knowledge has never worked unlawfully or otherwise in the United States or for me. James then added Amber was therefore willfully lying to the US Immigration Department. The other involved the now infamous 2015 incident in which Depp and Heard illegally transported their Yorkshire Terriers, Pistol and Boo, into Australia, which James claims resulted from the way Heard's eyes would glaze over and she would walk away when approached with issues relating to the dog's immigration procedures. Instead, Heard opted to deliberately smuggle the dogs into Australia, with James adding that, as in several circumstances which I observed, it was as if she felt that she was above the law. James's statement also stated that the fact that she was willing to ask me to sign such a statement under oath is a reflection of her approach to me. In general, she did not care about throwing anyone under the bus if it meant saving her own skin. We have seen this quite a few times now with a lot of these type of celebrities where they literally do not care. They just don't. And they think they are above the law. Like Amber Heard is, literally by here saying, oh, I don't care. I could do what I want. Yeah, I'll lie to anyone. They'll believe me because I'm a woman. That's the kind of sad aspect which a lot of people now look at. When people come forward and everything else, the ones who were saying something's happened to them or whatever, they automatically believe, oh, everyone has to believe me because I'm a woman. That's exactly what it is with this whole Me Too movement as well. This is why a lot of people had to go at Terry Crews, like, oh yeah, you're a man, whatever. It's like, no, this does happen to men. But they don't care about that. James was accused by Waz of providing false testimony to the court in order to support Johnny Depp, suggesting that Mr. Depp or somebody acting for him had you put your heads together to give false evidence in this case. This accusation came after Waz presented a text message from Depp to James dated August 13th, 2016 that read, "Thank you, sweetheart. I'm disgusted that I touched that scum. Back on Tuesday, then court." It continued, "We'll hit you when I get back. Come for a spot of purple and we'll fix her flabby ass nice and good. Loveth, J." James denied the accusation and told the lawyer, well, that is simply not true. Again, when you gotta think of it, like that run right by there, with the actual lawyer for her, like, oh, well, obviously, you can't be going out for food or for drinks or anything because, well, you must be coming together and you're gonna say you're gonna do false evidence. Yeah. Again, to me now, with that one there, that lawyer is stretching beyond belief. That is what I can see with that. He's literally like, shit, all these people have come out against her. Now, there's tons of evidence proving she lied. There's video evidence showing she had no bruises. The time she said that Johnny Depp done things to her, he wasn't even in the country, but Elon Musk was. It's just crazy how much has gone on with all of this case. But we'll continue to keep people updated with this because it's going to go on for a while. And it's going to be very interesting and explosive when this happens. If you enjoyed the channel, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for future updates. And I'll see all you wonderful people soon.